Okay, I'll show you how to build a gun in Delta Force. In my mind, there's only two types of builds, and one that sacrifices stability and one that prioritizes stability. So why do you want to focus on stability? So what does stability do exactly? Well, let's compare these two guns that sacrifice stability and prioritize stability, and let's look at the stats. So, what are the rewards and penalty of changing stability? So well, obviously, if you lose stability, there are like the gun sways more, then you can hold breath for less longer, less for shorter time, and if it gains stability, well, it's obvious. Your gun is more control manageable. It doesn't sway as much, and you can hold breath for longer. But interestingly, recoil reduction while holding breath does not really have a negative does not have a negative change, and that goes for hit flinch multiplier as well. Well, on if you're talking about hit flinch multiplier, it does not change at all. So more isn't always better. Less doesn't always mean worse. So the magic number is you're looking for plus 16 on your stability. So then M4, for example, starts with 55, so that's 71. And this will net us to a recoil multiplier of 0.47. And yeah, if you look at on the left side of the initial value, which is where you sacrifice stability, notice that most of the things, apart from movement stability, they don't really penalize you as much as the if you're were to gain stability, and most of the things that you lose from stability are fixable by calibration, and these are the stability when moving and aiming stability while breathing. So this works for idle sway, and this works for movement penalty. And so let's start building. So close range, we're talking about close range, mid range, because it's most systematic, and left side is most stat padding process in my mind. And close range one, we're gonna focus on this one. And okay, if you're talking about the right side, yeah, just step on the angle and stop. To be honest. Okay, so first things first, calibration always has a downside, and if you're gaining stability when moving, you cut down on your ADS movement speed. So we just mitigate that with getting more movement speed. How do we do that? Handling and plus ADS movement speed stocks. So in my mind, lightning rail stocks and shuttle buffer tube stocks are the best, and I think shuttle buffer tube stock is mostly available. This one's not so much. So like yeah, most of the time you cannot go wrong with this one. And other handling and control stocks are okay as well. And we should not forget about the fact that if you feel like your gun is just swaying too much, and if you want to fight enemies that are a little bit longer than your effective engagement distance, then yeah, there is only two stocks in the game that has double calibration stocks for the aiming stability while breathing. So you may want to consider these as well. But Shadow Rail stock has the negative stability and the control, so this will suit our needs, but it is not always available. Skeleton Sniper stock on the other hand, kind of on control, but you do get a little bit of hold breath duration, which isn't much, but sometimes it can come in clutch because yeah, you're trying to fight targets at range. Okay, other attachments. You want to think of muzzle and full grip as a combo, and what kind of combo we're talking about. So we want to manage our control and firing stability with our two attachments here, and we want to complement it with each other. So here are some example combos you can think of, and you probably do this on your builds. Personally, I think a lot of people sleep on the bottom two, and top two is more common, but like the bottom two kind of like control plus firing stability plus control is kind of slept on. And also you can also control stack because control gives you firing stability, so this is like a control stacking option you can come up with. And rear grips, Phantom rear grip is probably the king in this category because it's at the cost of stability, you get a bit more handling than compared to other rear grips. But yeah, you cannot go wrong with any grip that gives you handling or control. So a quick recap. So muzzle and foregrip is a combo. You want to think about a combo where you get control and firing stability. Rear grip, any control and handling grip will do. Stocks, ADS movement stocks, handling stocks, and two stocks I talked about. And this part is kind of a preference based, so it's up to you. But just be careful that certain barrels have additional stability stats on it. Maybe you want to fix your hold breath duration. Yeah, you can go for that. But yeah, try to fix stability stats. It's not worth it. So for example, build example. So let's take this sacrifice stability build, and yeah, do some minor changes like change the barrel to have a bit more handling in while sacrificing stability and a little bit of control. And you lose 3 patches slot, but if you look at the stats that actually matter, which is control and handling, this is a net gain. And yeah, this already has phantom rear grip, and this already has shadow baffler tube stock, so that's fine. Let's put the control foregrip, Mark II foregrip, and this one, I think this one is the firing stability suppressor, and yeah, and caliber as such. So because M4 is a good gun by base stats, you cannot. There isn't. I feel like there isn't a single good answer in this. So this one this one did not change the barrel, but this one changed the like stock to this one. This one doesn't give handling, but it gives control and ADS movement speed. This one doesn't give ADS movement speed, but it gives control and handling. And yeah, so you can come up with the most builds, but most the important thing is you're sacrificing stability to boost other stats. And yeah, please make Blitz available 24/7 devs.